guys, welcome to my update for August. Don't have too much here, but I wanted to get it out of the way before I left to go on vacation next week, so figured I'd do it now. It's kind of late and I'm still in my work clothes, but ooh well, we're gonna get this going right now. First up, gonna start off with a couple of movies I have. It's mostly TV that I've gotten this past month, but the first film, one that was one of my favorite films that I've watched recently, that I've recently discovered, should I say. It's going to be While You Were Sleeping, starring Sandra Bullock. And I actually decided to give this movie a watch after watching Trey Pacer's movie tag video. By the way, I'm going to put a link to his channel. Please go check it out. It's awesome. But he mentioned this in his movie tag video, that this was the film he could watch over and over again. And I was like, I hadn't seen it, which was a surprise because I love 90s romantic comedies. I think romantic comedies from the 90s are the best. But anyway, I was like, I've got to check this out. Plus, you know, Sandra Bullock. How you can't not like Sandra Bullock. So I gave it a watch, and I absolutely adored this film. The basic premise is Sandra Bullock's character. She collects tokens for the train, the metro, I guess you could call it. And she sees the same guy every day, and she has this humongous crush on him. And one day he falls onto the tracks and she ends up saving him. And at the hospital she gets mistaken for his fiancé. So when his family gets there, they kind of embrace her automatically, you know, welcome her to the family. So she's kind of caught up in this lie. And it's a lie she really doesn't want to get out of because she really enjoys having, you know, all this family, all this loving family around her. And the guy she saved, by the way, is in a coma this whole time. So, and his brother ends up he gets a little suspicious of her, but then they end up as you can guess, she ends up falling for him, pretty much. So, it's a really cute movie. I really, really like this one a lot. So, thanks for the recommendation. Next up we have one that I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but the price was never that great, but I finally did find it for a good deal. But it's Bachelorette. I got this from Go Hastings for only like $6 something, I think. I've been waiting and waiting. Every time Best Buy does the upgrade and sale, I keep hoping it would be a good price, but it never seems to go on sale, so I was very happy to get it for that price. But anywho, this is one of those I guess the only thing I can really compare it to is it's kind of like The Hangover, the female version of The Hangover, a little bit. It's got a little more drama, and it's not as laugh out loud funny, but it's got kind of that same style to it, I guess. But anywho, the basis of this is Rebel Wilson's character is getting married, and her three best friends are her bridesmaids. They're played by Kirsten Dunst, Lizzie Kaplan, and Isla Fisher. And these friends, they are her friends, but in another sense, they're kind of not that supportive of her, I guess. I don't know, but they're kind of jealous that she's getting married before them, and so they kind of talk behind her back and all that. And one night, or when they're after the bachelorette party and they're all drunk, they decide, hey, look, we can all fit in her wedding dress. How in the heck can she possibly? I mean, look at her and then look at us, and so that's kind of a bitchy move. But anyway, they end up ripping the dress, so they spend all night going around trying to find a tailor that can fix it by the next morning. And so all kinds of things ensue, and in the end, everything kind of works out, and, you know, they kind of, through all the things that happened that night, the three friends kind of, I guess, become better people. I guess that's the best way to describe it, but I don't know, I just like the humor in this movie. And, yeah, Lizzie Kaplan, I hadn't really seen her in too much. I think she was in a couple episodes of New Girl, I think, but I thought she was really funny in this, so I kind of want to see her in some more films. And, of course, Rebel Wilson, Kirsten Dunst, they all do a good job. So, again, if you're kind of in the mood for a raunchy comedy, I guess, it's not that raunchy, really, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Okay, enough. I feel like I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But now we're going to get to the TV, and this first one up is my favorite thing that I've been waiting, my favorite thing definitely in this update that I've been waiting so long for. But anyway, I even took the day off work to go get this since I can have the whole day to watch all the special features. I know I'm terrible. But it is Once Upon a Time Season 2. And of course it's got the awesome lenticular cover. I wish they'd have done like the character changes like they did on the first set, but it's still really, really good. I'm so thankful Disney is behind this show because they always do such a great job. But yeah, it is the second season. I don't know if I've expressed how obsessed I am with this show, but I'm just a little bit. If you don't like the show, definitely don't go on my Tumblr. Holy crap, I'm surprised like a lot of you still follow me. But anyway, I I'm really, really like, I don't know, I haven't decided how I feel about about how this season went towards the end. This season has my favorite episode in it, but I'm like, they're having the same problem they did with Lost, I think. They have all these characters that they're trying to introduce, but yet they kind of leave the main characters, they kind of don't give them enough story time anymore, and then they want to devote all this time to like these new characters. Like, they have a whole episode about, and I'm sorry if you haven't seen season 2, or if you haven't watched the show, but the basic premise is, fairy tale characters are cursed. They don't know who they are, because of a curse. They're living in like the modern world. Curse gets broken. This season, second season focuses on them dealing with, trying to get their lives back together, trying to figure out how to get home, stuff like that. The first half of the season, Snow White, played by Jennifer Goodwin, and Emma, played by Jennifer Morrison, are stuck in fairy tale land, so they're trying to figure out how to get them back. Second half is dealing with these two kind of bad guys that come to town, Greg and Tamara, who are, that's another thing I didn't like, that they replaced Cora, played by Barbara Hershey. She was kind of the main bad guy of this season. They killed her off and replaced them with Greg and Tamara. And no. You have like, I think she's won an Oscar. I know she was nominated, but you replace at least an Oscar-nominated winning actress with those. No. But anyway, I am excited to see where they're going with the third season. They're going to Neverland, and it looks, from the previews, that looks pretty good. But I know I'm kind of bringing up the stuff I don't like about the show, but I do, as a whole, I really do love this show so much. And that has a lot to do. It's got one of my favorite casts of any show ever. It's just really great. Great commentaries. This is the Best Buy exclusive. I don't know if you can see the sticker, but it came with a bonus disc. So it's got great commentaries, good, bloopers, stuff like that. So I was waiting forever to get this in my hands, and I'm very happy because it looks amazing, of course, on Blu Ray. And if you want to talk about this show, I will talk about this show forever and ever and ever, but I might have to do a review on it, like a more in-depth thoughts on it, because, yeah, I'm gonna make this video super long if I don't stop talking about it, but there you go. Crazy about Once Upon a Time. It's amazing. Even though I have some issues with it, I still love it. Next up, we have the only thing I've gotten from the Upgrade and Save for quite a while. They just haven't had anything that I've been wanting, but this I couldn't pass up on. It is Doctor Who Season 5 on Blu Ray. I did have Season 5 on DVD, but for the price of, this was after the $5 coupon, it was $15. I couldn't pass that up, because I was like, well, I know I'm trying not to rebuy so much stuff, but I haven't bought anything in a while from the Upgrade and Save, so I'm going to get that. Plus, when they do eventually release the first 4 seasons on Blu Ray, I do want to get those. That's why I haven't gotten seasons 1 through 4 yet. I know they're coming out with the box set, but that's outrageously expensive, so I'm just going to see if I can wait and pick them up individually. But Matt Smith is my favorite Doctor. Amy and Roy are my favorite companions, so I definitely wanted to go ahead and grab this to have on Blu-ray. It looks amazing, and it matches my season 6 set as well. So I couldn't pass that up. I haven't opened it yet, but I will eventually get around to rewatching this. But $15 couldn't. Plus, I made all that money back when I traded my DVD set, and I sold it to Amazon for like $18. So I got it back. So not a bad deal. All right. Next up, we have Sons of Anarchy Season 5 on Blu Ray. I kind of missed this season when it was out, so I cannot wait to watch this because I heard a lot of stuff happens. Plus, with this set, you get a really cool slipcover. It's got a really cool matte feeling to it. And then I was surprised to see that it does indeed have different artwork, which I love when they do. It's really symbolic because I do kind of know that Jax kind of takes over. So yeah, it definitely does have great symbolism in the picture. And let's see, because you can see, you know, Clay out. He's kind of outside the circle, so to speak. But again, fantastic show. There's just always, I've never, you know, failed to not be excited by an upcoming episode or can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I've kind of lost that feeling with a couple of shows, namely True Blood. Like, I really don't, like, it used to have such great cliffhangers, and now it's like I don't even care what happens. But with this show, I still, you know, am excited for this episode. You never know what's going to happen. Again, plus, you know, great cast as well. I really, really hope Katie Sagal gets an Emmy for her performance as Gemma. She's fantastic. And if she's gotten an Emmy, please correct me because I can't remember, but I don't think she has. But again, Ron Perlman, awesome. So, again, if you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, definitely give it a shot. It's fantastic. Every show I've got in this update is fantastic, or else I would not have bought it. No, I'm kidding. But no, really. Okay, the last but not least, it is The Walking Dead Season 3 and this ginormous steelbook thing we got going on here. Of course, this is the Target exclusive, and I'm wearing my red shirt right now. I work at Target, if you don't know, but so for this one, I couldn't pass this up on release day because we had a Cartwheel coupon for 10% off, plus my play discount, plus my red card discount, so lots of discounts here. And I was thinking about getting the standard edition, but we didn't even have, I don't think I couldn't find the standard edition anywhere, and because this is a really thick steelbook. It takes up quite a lot of space, and then you got the governor on the back there. Oh no, oh, stuff's falling out. But you got kind of the trays are a little cheap, but all in all, not bad. Definitely, I don't know, I like this season, but I don't, because, well, I don't like, I guess, spoilers again. I don't like the way Andrea died. I didn't want her to die to begin with. I actually did not like her in the first couple seasons, but this, like, starting at this season, I did begin to like her a lot. And then the way she got killed, really, that was no, man, come on, Zombie Milton killed her, really? Anyway, and then probably that whole thing with, Carl having to kill Lori, and that whole thing with the baby was probably like one of the most traumatizing scenes I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. But again, I'm very excited to see what happens, season 4, see what's going to happen when all these people come in. And, but, of course, I think everybody watches The Walking Dead, and I think everybody knows how awesome it is. But I do hope they get outside of, I've never read the graphic novel, so I don't know how closely they're being followed or whatnot, but it was kind of, like, the jail was kind of starting to feel like the farm. When they were on the farm, it kind of got a little slow. Because with this kind of show, it's kind of, yeah, you kind of keep things moving, I guess, for it to still stay, you know, interesting and, you know, fast. It's got that pace to it, the fast pacing. Like, the first season was like, phoom, like, super fast, never slowed down. But anyway, I'm rambling again. But I'm going to end it here. So there's my quick update for August. There's so much stuff coming out, it's ridiculous. So hopefully next month be a little bit bigger, like, you know, Parks and Rec, and the last season of Spartacus that came out today. I'm recording this on September 3rd, by the way. Then you've got, at the end of the month, you've got like New Girl coming out, you got The Little Mermaid coming out, you got Iron Man. So much stuff, it's ridiculous. I know there's more, but that's what I'm thinking of off the top of my head. So yeah, I've actually been working on my television review series. I got a suggestion from Morgan Le Fay fan, who said I should review Lost Girl first, so I'm going to do that. I'm writing up my review because I actually want it to be a little more professional and coherent. So be on the lookout for that. If you have any other shows you want me to try and review, I will be happy to do so. I'm going to see how this goes, because just doing updates gets a little boring after a while. And everybody does movie reviews, and I don't see too many people reviewing TV, so we're going to try that. But as always, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, commenting, and listening to my rambling, because it's really late, and I didn't rehearse this at all, and yeah. So, you guys rock, and I will